Greetings and good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 60-Minute Daily. It's Thursday, which means I'm going to see a movie, so you don't have to. Spider-Man Brand New Day. I will put the review up for members this evening, and there'll be some other things out there as well, along with maybe a short or two. We're going to try to do everything as quickly as we can to take advantage of the logarithm, which you can help with right now. That's right. Double check you are still subscribed to the channel. If so, just hit that thumbs up button and make it a great day for me. If you wouldn't mind, check the bell icon, make sure all notifications are turned on so you don't miss anything, like the great video I dropped this morning. It's good to see everybody. We got a lot of you out there. We even got some super duper chats right at the beginning and a gifty from Ruby Hoove, a CultureCasino gift. And those aren't cheap anymore. There's been a change. That's right, YouTube has changed the game. I didn't do anything. They did, but that's all right. Let's see, who else is out there? We got a lot of people this morning. We got Ms. Pit Cafe out there holding down the fort. Thank you for that. We've got a few other moderators that are here as well. And I just want to say thank you. Well, thank you very much. Little Elvis for you. Sort of Poopus Cuber, our favorite polar bear, is here, as is the Wild Man of Yavin. Saying hi to Jill, one of our other great moderators, and Juliet, who's out there as well. Georgia Peach is here, says hello, everybody. Hello, everyone. The very lovely Georgia Peach. Is there any other Georgia Peach that isn't lovely? I don't know. Let's see. We've got a lot of great people out here today. Scott Shook is in the audience. Good to see you, Scott. Hope things are going well. Oh, my goodness. Davina's here. What's up, Davina? Otherwise known as Davinia by me. Cat Slave. What's up over on the green machine? La Machine. There's a lot of binary out there, says Putin. Not sure what this is. We got, let's see. There's the lovely Juliet. Hello, hello. And our friend Barry, the Music Man. Well, hello, hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. Lots of you out there this morning saying hello, especially to each other, like JPR PH1. Saying hello to everybody as well. Juliet, thank you for the £2 sterling. This is proper money sent 6 minutes ago. We got 6 minutes of news. We got 60 minutes of show. And we've got £2 sterling for all of those things. Like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, Juliet. Darth Gutierrez, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm glad you prefer the earlier time. Lots of people are up in arms. We've got Eric C. out there. Good to see you, Eric. And a few other folks. Putin is, of course, I already highlighted. Look at these great people. Jill, thanks for being here, dear. You are amazing. You're amazing. Happy Friday Eve, y'all. Working and lurking. Corporeal Being is out there. Good to see you, Corporeal Being. Okay, we got Ruby Hoove, who else? Oh, Leaf Erickson's here this morning. Good to see you, Leaf. And, let's see, Michael J. Mallory. Buckle up, Buttercup. That's right. Woohoo. I want to hear, Putin, how YT is like a landlord in Southeast Asia. I want to know. By the way, nobody got a chance to see today's video, which is wild. I don't understand. I truly don't. I mean, right now, my portrait isn't streaming or being recorded. I'm not going out live in that format, which I don't understand. But what I do understand is Frank's here. Everybody say hi to Frank. Who else do we have? We got Razorburn, our favorite rivet head, and our pal Knowles, who for whatever reason, Pro calls K.A. Knowles. I don't know why. Apologies, Minion. Still in the middle of the move. I hope things are going well. And there's the world famous The Bat Cap. Friend, our thoughts and prayers are still with you. I'm going to continue to say that for at least a month. So watch out. Who else is out there? We got a lot of great people. Mags is here. What's up, Mags London in the house? Afternoon, lovely people. That's right. You're across the pond as well. Oh, goodness. All right, folks. Suit up. Here we go. Because 6 minutes preview starts now. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, or good night, wherever you are, whenever you're watching. Thanks for checking out 6 Minute Daily. We have a lot to talk about, a lot of time to do it in. We have 60 minutes after the 6 minute preview. I just want to say this. The Jared Leto situation isn't getting any better. The denials came fast and furious yesterday. Definitely co-written by a lawyer and probably a disaster PR firm. But he's denying any criminal, intimate conduct with anybody, especially the teenage girls, which are a real problem here in the States. And I have never intimately assaulted anyone, was his statement. Does anybody believe this guy? I don't know. I did a whole video on it this morning. You can check that out at your leisure. We've got the Thomas Crown affair. Why? Why are we remaking this? Well, so we can subvert it. Getting rid of the decolonize it, according to Michael B. Jordan. So, yeah, the trailer came out. It is just as bad as you thought it would be. Thanks to Amazon MGM for giving us more woke garbage, destroying culture. Sweet. Jumanji Open World is complete trash. Well, at least the trailer is. I thought, what a waste of time, money, and effort to bring these cartoon video game characters into the real world. And while I have no problem with Dwayne Johnson, Jack Black, Kevin Hart, or even the very lovely Gillian, I will tell you this much. They missed. The plot of this looks terrible. The visuals of this looks terrible. I think it's going to be terrible. But I'll see a movie so you don't have to, just like Spider-Man, Brand New Day. Hey, here's some photos. Spider-Man Brand New Day, red carpet photos of Zendaya, Tom Holland, and everybody else. Thank you for showing the fact that I block ads. Tom Holland looks, well, okay, like a little boy on the press tour. And there's a lot of looks. Notice how they go from the middle outwards and continually show off the fact that Zendaya is much, much taller than Tom. That's the rest of your life, dude. Moving on, we've got Variety saying Cinema United chief Mike O'Leary blasts the Paramount Warner Brothers deal, endorses litigation to delay merger. Why? For political reasons. There's no other reason to do that. So yeah, crazy stuff. Plus we've got, well, American Idol continuing because there are no new ideas in Hollywood, just one for a 10th season on ABC, a 25th overall. This show has been going on forever. There are entire kids that were born, grew up, and became adults in college and finished college during the course of this show. Goodness. Come up with something new. Well, Hollywood's most famous agent calls the merger lawsuit trash. Ari Emanuel wrote an article in the Wall Street Journal saying, you know what? Just do this, or Warner Brothers is dead. And you know what? He's right. We talked about it on T3PO last night with The Ghost. The Odyssey surpasses $700 million globally after 12 days in theaters. And you know what? They know that the gravy train is going to start to slow its roll this weekend, up to 50%. That's my prediction. What's yours? Let me know in the comments below. Joyce Carol Oates defends the Odyssey against translators' viral slam, saying, crude language of MAGA folks. You're talking about the wokest, feminist, radical you've ever seen in the world, you crazy person. I'm going to say it this way. The Odyssey never needed to be updated for modern times, modern people, modern sensibilities, because all you did was destroy. You never create. From That Park Place, Chris Evans says Marvel pitched the Steve Rogers return more than a dozen times, and he thought that Captain Shirt Pants was the solution. I mean, not literally, but that's what we call him, because he's certainly not Captain America. You have Captain Falcon, and more of the DEI garbage you're going to get inserted in Avengers Doomsday. World Cup boycott is proposed as opposition to controversial FIFA private investment plan grows. Wait a minute, you don't want to grow the game of soccer anymore? I thought that was the one cultural import everybody in the world needed. I don't know that we need it, but we had a good World Cup, and you know what? A lot of other countries kind of love us. It's kind of nice. We've got Chad Powers returning. That's right. The reveal of the return date is up for Season 2. You know what? I like Glenn Powell. I think this is going to be a lot of fun. And it's going to be back on Thursday, September 3rd on Hulu. Wow. That's one thing Disney did that was okay. Keep Hulu. Sort of. All right, moving on. We got Wisconsin's appeals court overturning a ruling that had restored collective bargaining power. Bye-bye to your state and education employers' ability to do that, which is good for the state. It's maybe bad for the commies. I don't know. Anyway, Fed leaves interest rate unchanged, but with 3 dissonants. Or dissents. Dissidents, they definitely are. As Warsh praises good family fight out of the 9. Well, you know what? That's kind of like the Supreme Court. You're just going to get the best that anybody has to offer. Scrolling down, you take a look at the the current rate of fall over at the stock market. Oil prices jump. The Dow drops more than 1,100, sinking AI stocks, dragging Wall Street lower. And this was from yesterday, not even counting this morning's run on the market. We've got, teleprompter operator being accused of betting on Trump's speeches, being put out of a job. Probably made quite a bit of money. And, you have early access to the speech. You're going to know what it is. So, make a bet. Yikes. Finally, the bear story of the day. The Tennessee black bear raids a cabin balcony, steals Publix bag, and hustles it to a waiting cub. Check this out. That's amazing. Smart bear. I'm going to go for a little climb. I'm going to climb up, and I'm going to put the bag down with the cub. Good stuff. You can find this over on Yahoo Life. Man, Tennessee's got a lot of black bears. So, a video and a now viral TikTok video has the whole thing if you want to watch that in real time. And with that, we are done with the 6-minute daily, but we're not done with the credits because this would not be possible without all of you. And those names are going to pop up here over a girl rock song that I'm going to have to change because 6 doesn't like it. Some of you other folks don't like it either. That's okay. I can change it. That's right. August credits are coming up. If you want to make sure your name appears in said credits, which, again, they're coming up back here in just a second. There they are. Well, if you want to join ASCII and Dre and Ryan Murphy and all these other great people like Mac, Tom F., Matt Walsh, and many, many more, including Darkstar and Benzo H, I'm going to tell you this. You can be part of the crowd. You can be part of this group of amazing humans that support the channel every month on the goal to get to 1,000 members for the channel, which is the support level for the channel, makes it pay for everything. The streaming services, the video editing, the audio stuff, everything. So thank you. If you become a part of this group, you'll get a monthly live stream. And it's private if you're on the Rewards Club level, like many of these folks are right now. And then you have the High Roller Stream coming up this Saturday. So it's 2 Saturdays out of 4 where you get to hang out with me, if you want to, if you think that's important or good. I don't know why. But anyway, Barry the Music Man and many other folks are here for months at a time, and I just want to say I appreciate you. We also got incredible moderators out there. They don't get enough credit for taking care of everything, including me on the streams, making sure I don't make a major faux pas. And look at that. Izzy's still here. You got lots of people. Joe Lamont, Classy Vigilante. Still love that name. Skyscrapers 21. Rodimus Supreme. Stony H, and many more. You know what? The boss isn't in that list. Huh. We'll have to have a conversation about that. But coming up next is going to be the folks that, get to the gold tier. And the gold tier gets some behind-the-scenes stuff every once in a while, in addition to, obviously, everybody getting access to videos early. That's right, usually a half a day early, the night before they go live on the channel. So Carlos and Matthew and Canadian Spider-Man and all of those folks get to see things before everybody else does. Another reason to become a member for less than the price of a cup of coffee at a Starbucks. I think you would agree. That's quite the deal. We got a few more folks here. Eminem Fish. Haven't seen Eminem Fish in a while. Hope Eminem Fish is doing well. Adega Outlaw. Great writer. Great mad doctor. Mrs. Flu is there. Mr. Flu is there. Elisa. We got El Bird. Dragon Queen. And so many more. Fat Elvis. What's up? Woo, look at all these people. John Coman, what a great American. We got the River Daughter, who's also a mod, Ms. Pig Cafe, JPRPH1, and so many more, including Frank, because Frank's here. E. Clay Thomason, Catzilla, she's a lovely lady, along with TZ Burton. Look at these great people. Gold members, the crazy coffee lady from across the pond, actually commented on the video, one of the first comments this morning, if not like within the first 10. Thank you for that. Jim Watari, what's up, buddy? Jillian H. Somebody reach out to Jillian. Make sure she's okay. Worry about her. Let's see. Toxic Man, Flu Mark Daily, Mark Nichols, Hoove. And then, of course, the people that we've lost, which have been too many. A lot too young. And that was it. All right, folks, I just want to say thank you for that. You guys are one of the major reasons I can do this, and I just want to say thank you. Thank you very much. All right, Smiths and Sons says, hello, hello. How are you, sir? I'm fantastic. Just ask anybody. Once you meet me, I think you will agree. Right, Magically, MJ? Can't wait to meet you, young lady. Hope you're doing well. Sandra Hammerschlag is out there. Merd. Now that's some lovely cheddar. Well, you know what? We need some cheddar to say thank you for the gifties out there and the super chat. So let's start off today properly with some cheddar. Let's do it.
Oh, man. That's some sweet cheddar. Guys. Yeah.
Which is amazing. Again, thank you to all of you for supporting the channel. Bad Bunny out there. Good to see you. Thomas Crown Affair. I didn't know there was a Black James Bond. Well, kind of. It's good to see you, Bad Bunny. It's been a minute. Or you logged into this account anyway. I'd be careful just running names every day. YT will call you a spammer. What? Those are credits. And it's not spam. I'm not the only one that runs credits after stuff. But I can definitely make it so that that's an occasional thing. If you think that's really a problem. If you're just being funny, Putin, that's one thing. But, you know. Sans Official is out there. Will DC survive after merger chaos? Yes. The future of DC will be inevitable possible. Yes. I think DC will be just fine. I think they'll be better off, actually, under some proper leadership. And I think Pam Abdi and Michael DeLuca can take over the studio. There's no reason to have a separate DC studio head. It just puts them at odds with the main studio. Not good. Not good at all. Ah, my goodness. Look at all these great people out there. I love it. Pam Epson says, clock it. That's right. It's good to see you, Pam. It's been a minute. Hope things are going well, dear. Let's see. We got Georgia Peach out there. I already said hi. There's a lot of great people out there. Looks like there's some spam in the chat. Guys, don't repost messages. I'll if I see them, I will grab them. If I don't, that's a bummer. I was sent a clock. I was sent a clock? It is sent a clock. 4 o'clock. I love that. I love that. I wish that it would pop up in a larger format. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to embiggen the chat. See, because I have a chat window off to the right over here where I get to look at both the chats for the Green Machine and the Tube side of the thing. And sometimes I miss those super duper stickers. And I don't want to because you guys are the best. I didn't even set a super chat goal today. We got a couple super chats and a membership gifty. Gifty! Let's see who else is out there. Commander Ed Straker of Shadow, who likes no pants streams. I wear pants. Yeah. Penny. Good to see you. She's so lovely. Isn't she lovely? We got, let's see. Oh, James Dosher's out there writing away the day after the birthday of, sounds like probably a remarkable young man. Hope you're doing well, James. Who else is out there? Walter Tomaszewski. Razorberg. And let's say, look at all these great people. We got more stories, though, as usual. There's more out there to cover. I'm going to start with I won't do the political stuff right away, so you're spared. What I will say is that the Odyssey is doing very well. That was part of the normal story run during the 6-minute preview. And I'll just say this. It's doing well. It's just doing well, and that's okay. It's okay. Some people are big mad over the Odyssey. I thought it was not going to be great. I'm not wrong. But The Odyssey has hit $700 million, and let's look at why that's important. Well, $700 million worldwide in just 12 days. That's pretty good. That's a very quick pace. That's on pace with some of the most popular movies ever. It's a surprising pace for a film that is rated R and one that's like 3 hours long. But A Brand New Day is eyeing a record-breaking Thursday, which I will be part of. I'm going to go see the movie today and give you a review this afternoon if you're a member, or this tomorrow morning if you aren't. But Nolan's The Odyssey continues to dominate. It had a $17 million Tuesday, surpassing $700 million, likely closer to $800 million by the time we're done with the weekend. And 55-ish third weekend is about right, although I think that's maybe higher than I anticipate it to be. Jordan Ruby's guess is as good as mine. It will definitely hit the $1 billion mark. Soon is a relative term because it's going to fall at least 50% this weekend, by my estimation. Now, that's not anything that Jordan is saying. It's what I'm saying. Now, the Odyssey has just surpassed the $330 million domestic total that Oppenheimer made during its entire run, and will likely hit $400 million by the end of the weekend domestically. Can't argue with that. I think that's true. It is at near parity with international, although the international is slightly ahead. It's a monstrous beast with IMAX showings sold out in major cities throughout much of August, which will continue to drive the box office to the end of the summer. Now, at the same time, people can change their mind and decide they want to go see Infinity Vision Spider-Man and cancel those advanced ticket sales. Speaking of blockbusters, the biggest blockbuster of the year, I believe, even bigger than Avengers Doomsday, which I don't predict is going to do as well as some people do, Spider-Man A Brand New Day is going to dominate. And the $330 million opening weekend prediction for this film that Jordan made, I'm in line with. This thing domestically is going to make $300 million on its opening weekend. Again, based entirely off of the fact that Thursday is going to be by itself $60 million. And I think the earliest showings start at noon local time, wherever you are in the United States. Now, it's going to do very well. And the trades continue to lowball the numbers, according to Jordan. And I agree. The latest projections have it earning $65 to $70 million Thursday alone. It should be noted that the current record holder for Thursday previews is Avengers Endgame with $60 million. Spidey could break it. That's possible. Would it surprise anybody? I don't know. I don't think so. The fact that Brand New Day has so far sold $120 million in ticket sales for opening weekend alone, that's a lot. That's a big number. And the review embargo lifted yesterday. We got great reviews from folks, people who saw it early, and I'm going to give you a great review. I promise. We're going to talk about it. I'm going to try to avoid spoilers in my review, but no promises. Because I think one of the things that we already found out that didn't survive the end of the red carpet was who Sadie Sink was. I'm not going to say it here. I'm not going to say it on this video. All I'm going to do is say, surprise spoiled. And you know what? The fact that it's basically two movies squished together is also not a surprise. It needs to pivot midway, resolve Spider-Man's story, and get us into where we're going to be with Avengers Doomsday. And this all happens, which is why we have some superfluous characters, in fact 7 or more, showing up in Spider-Man Brand New Day instead of focusing on Spider-Man. We also have a superfluous police detective person, I guess, that's also involved in this story, which doesn't need to be there. In fact, I think I'll create a fan edit one day of removing that character because of the clips I've been shown early. I'm just going to say this is unnecessary. This it's like a video game companion at points, or it seems like, at least when you talk to on the phone. Maybe like in a Miles Morales game, which is why a lot of people are probably comparing the film to a video game. But we will talk about that more in depth when we do the review. Anyway, so by Sunday, according to Jordan, the box office will likely be dominated by just 2 movies. And there'll be a lot of dead wood that'll be cold, by the way, leaving the rest of the field in the dust. Right, including Supergirl, which I don't know if it's going to survive the weekend in theaters. And I know a lot of other films are going to disappear too. You're going to have 3 kid films and the Odyssey and Spider-Man Brand New Day. And then everything else is an also-ran, earning not a lot of money. Minions and Monsters pulled into first place on Tuesday over Moana. And Toy Story even. Toy Story came in third when you look at those 3 animated films behind the Odyssey. Evil Dead Burn is not going to be able to keep pace. So Jordan is correct. I agree completely. And hey, what do you think? If you're watching on the replay, let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. And with that, we're back to the show. I'm going to have to figure out why we did not go live on the vertical mode. I spent a lot of time setting that up and said, no. Let's see what you guys have to say. Hey, M&M Fish is out there. Sis and Bill are moving to Denver to be near Sun. Bill, who has Parkinson's. Oh, my goodness. Well, my love's with you guys. Not happy about this change, but my place is not handicapped accessible. Have to find a place later. Busy. Well, look, I wasn't calling you out. I just hadn't seen you in a minute, so I just wanted to make sure. I hope everything is okay. I really am, and I still love your cat. Let's see, who else is out there? There's a civil war between Warner Brothers execs and DC Studios execs after disastrous Supergirl movie. 2026 flops. This will be a very happening in both movies. Shows the games according to Cinesource. Okay, I'll have to take a look at that. Thank you, Sans Official. Who else is out there? Magically, MJ says it won't hit 1 billion. You must be referring to Odyssey. Or maybe it's Toy Story. Could be this. No, Toy Story already crossed 1 billion. You don't think Odyssey's going to hit 1 billion? Huh. I'll have to look. Monsters and Minions isn't going to hit 1 billion. My goodness, it hit a wall. What a shame. I thought it was a cute movie, but I like old school Hollywood. It definitely wasn't aimed as much as the kids. It was asking a little bit too much. So, yeah. And most people under 30 have no idea what the Odyssey is about. That's true. Because we stopped educating people and started indoctrinating them. Janet from another planet says, I guess I will go see it. Well, I'm going to go see it. I'll let you know. Spider-Man. Brand new day. It's good to see you, dear. I hope everything's going well. It's hit and miss with you. Sometimes I get to see your live streams. That's always fun. Let's see. Who else is out there? Jan Monroe says, I was planning to go see Spider-Man this afternoon. Well, there you go. You and me both. We'll have something to talk about. Apex Comics is out there. I saw Apex. Saw him yesterday, too. Should check out his stuff. He's a good dude. Very knowledgeable in comics. Probably likes my Amazing Spider-Man suggestion for the proper run by Stan Lee and others, including Ramita. Davina Duckworth is out there, and they'll manipulate those numbers just to cross that line. Well, maybe. Maybe. We shall see. I started watching the Black Sail show. It's really good. Yeah, it was before that particular cable, premium cable outlet went woke. So yeah, enjoy that. Putin wants me to leave Sadie alone. I don't have a problem with Sadie. I don't. I'm just saying. Her character was spoilt, despite Destin Daniel Cretton, despite his best effort. Why do you put a guy in charge of a film that's so important? Why do you have him directing a film so important when he produced marginal efforts initially, especially in something as high profile and high budget and high output as Spider-Man needs to be? I don't know. Don't know, to use a drinker thing. What? You don't want $15 popcorn and $10 soda? No, I don't. I don't, Canoles. I really, really don't. I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. I want a good movie. That's what I want. There, clip that out of context. Michael J. Mallory reminds me that horizontal's better. Oh, I agree, but I want to give everybody what they want. If they want to watch horizontally, awesome. If you want to watch vertically, awesome. I don't know. It doesn't work for my eyes, but it works for other people. Speaking of working for other people, Rob Altus is in the house. Good to see you, Rob. It's been a minute. At least since you've said, since you've said something in the chat. There we go. And man, we got more stories, guys. I wasn't done. It wasn't me. Let's see. We got to get to the last of the chat, though. Who said bye? Did somebody say bye? Tina Guzman is lurking. Dr. Jill Powers is headed out. I appreciate you and thank you very much. You can check out her review on the Odyssey on her channel. That's right. Jill Powers, the River Daughter, has the review. You should go watch it. She would know. She's an educated educator that focuses on this kind of stuff. So thank you, Jill. Hope you have a good day. Spider-Man's success is helped by how different the promotion of the movie is carried by Sony and the cast themselves. That's right. They didn't even let Mark Ruffalo talk, Mags. That's right. Shush it. Good question by Sans Official. Will Gunn be fired by Zaslav after Supergirl 2026 flops and firing half of Gunn's teams? I don't think so. I think Zaslav's dedicated to getting the Man of Tomorrow out, whatever that ends up being, the cameo fest that will likely be. But it is what it is. Let's see, who else is in the chat? We got a few other folks that rolled in. Spaceship Vampire. Uh-oh. Bot alert. Yeah, guys, swat the bot. If you are a wrench, please knock it out of the park. Thank you. Hey, Old Gamer 77 Cutlass is out there. What's up, Old Gamer? Money, 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 money. There you go. Chris Dickerson is out there. What's up, Chris? It's been a minute. Love that R2 unit. Speaking of which, I also love DC because somebody in here wants desperately to talk about DC. Let's talk about it. We need to. See, there's a rumor out there that DCU Batman was cast. And yet, according to James Gunn himself, he says the DCU Batman isn't cast. You have, sparkly Batman over there, with that other property. But it isn't cast, so it's debunked. Interesting. This is from Matt McGloin over at Cosmic Book News saying that James Gunn just answered the question everyone spent Comic Con weekend asking. I don't know that I asked it, but okay. On Threads Wednesday. Why is he on Threads? Because politics. If you want to know somebody's politics, look at where their social media presence is. You'll figure it out. On Threads Wednesday, a fan told Gunn there is a lot of rumor circulating. A lot of rumor. Or is it a rumor circulating a lot? I thought he was a writer. Anyway, that the DC has already cast its Batman and asked him to debunk it. Gunn's full reply was debunked. Okay, so there it is. On the record from the DC Studios boss himself, no Batman has been cast days after a Comic-Con weekend of nonstop Batman noise. That's right. So here's the actual exchange itself on Threads. I don't know that anybody uses Threads. Richson could say no and should say no. He's a terrible, toxic person. Roid rage, I would say. It's Lee Staffer's recent outbursts, and he's crazy. But so if you follow the timeline, last Thursday, Alan Richson went speechless when Josh Horowitz asked if he was playing the Batman. Confirmed he has a DC character in mind he could not reveal, and signed off the interview with a detective clue. Who cares? On Saturday, Richson told Comic-Con's Reacher panel that I just don't think Batman is in the cards for me. He's talking about another character. And now Gunn says nobody's been cast. For those together, and everyone gets technically truthful at once, if no Batman deal exists, then Richson is not cast as Batman. There you go. Yeah. Nobody is not in the cards is literally accurate when no cards have been dealt. True story. Because being a frontrunner is not being cast. As I exclusively reported, wow, Matt, toot your own horn much? Nah, it's okay, I'm just kidding. Richson is a frontrunner in Gunn's board for a bigger older, darker Batman. That is a claim about Gunn's wish list, not a signed contract. Gunn's debunked does not touch that reporting. It confirms the part that matters. The seat is still open. Well, technically, I think we already know who Wonder Woman is. With the Aronia parallel, the exact dance is played out once at Comic-Con. We've already seen it. It's already played out before. As I exclusively reported, Adria Arjona, or is it Arjona? I just want to say it with the J, like Arjona, is Wonder Woman in Man of Tomorrow. At Comic-Con, Arjona would not deny it, saying, "I'm with family." And she also revealed she has not filmed anything yet. Thought she was seen on the set. Pretty wild. Anyway, cameos get written, locked, and shot at the end, which is why an actor can honestly say nothing is filmed, and the studio boss can honestly say nothing is cast, while my sources say the plan is exactly what it looks like. That's also why you finally get casting announcements when a film's like 2 days from a release, because they technically haven't locked the film yet. So debunked today is not debunked at Wrap, according to Matt. We'll have to see. Superman Man of Tomorrow hits theaters on July 9th, 2027. The question is, are you going to go see it? And if so, let me know in the comments section below. Yeah, so there you go. Double Back Again reminds us that with the Odyssey, $700 million, only $200 million plus or minus from breaking even. Yeah, I think that's almost technically true. It's going to be wild. $700 million. Okay, so $700 million, $350 million. They spent $375 million up front. They're going to lose 20% on the first dollar deal for the studio side. They're losing 12% off the top for IMAX screens, which are 30% of all showings. So, yeah, they got a problem. They've got a problem. Donovan Bradford, what's up? As much as I enjoy the Reacher actor and some of his work, I'm not a fan of his takes. Neither am I. He can be kind of a silly person. Walter Tomaszewski says, a few people on Meta/Facebook a few years ago, though, I was a Russian bot. Beep, ski, boop, ski. I am also beep, bop, boop, apparently. I don't know. I feel real. I feel like a real boy. Speaking of which, Pinocchio, despite being unadvertised largely, looks like it started off a pretty decent start at the studio weekend. We'll see. I may see that this weekend as well. Oh no, Sans Official, you're fine, my friend. Yeah, just I promise I'll try to get to it. You're fine. just if I don't see it, or if I look over it, might not be in the cards for the day. It doesn't mean I won't cover it. So thank you for contributing. Please don't misunderstand. All right. What about Richardson as Deathstroke? I guess. I mean, he's a big guy. I just never see him as the Batman. The Batman's never been that menacing. The last menacing Batman was Affleck, right? I mean, come on. You had the prettiest boy out there, Val Kilmer, playing the Batman. So, there you go. Sans Official, you're fine. I spam my questions to answer me, but you're fine. Just don't worry about it. You're good. All right. Who else is out there? Putin says positive things about the Wonder Woman. I don't know anything about her. Never, ever. Q&A, could Pattinson's Batman be considered a high-functioning autistic? I think the way he portrayed him in the first film, I think so. I know several people who are. I didn't mind his portrayal. It's just the film was boring. I opted out like 20 minutes in. I went back and watched more than halfway through eventually, but I didn't like it. I can say that. Theliato says July 2027. Does the DCU have enough energy to keep going until then? I don't know. I don't know if they have enough money. Warner Brothers Discovery finished in an enormous hole. I want to say $92 million in debt. They don't have fresh influxes of cash. They had lower production this year as far as the number of films released. They still have a great television side. They still own a decent chunk of cable television, which is what the blue state attorneys general are basing their antitrust lawsuit claims on, which is funny because even if they were to acquire all those cable networks, they're not controlled by the federal government. The FCC has no say. They have a say over affiliates, and that's the other thing that they're trying to argue. They're looking to throw spaghetti on the wall to see if any of it sticks up there. That's what Ron Bonta and all these other blue state attorneys general are doing. It's not anything productive, not anything good. So we'll see. Bad Bunny's going to go see Spider-Man. I know I am. The Beagle Dad's in the house. Good to see you. And so Smiths and Sons is saying hello. I tried to watch. Yeah, that's the problem with the Bat Pat. The story just dragged. It was unengaging. It was poorly lit. And there was a lot of ridiculousness. I mean, the one clip we all saw before the film released was the immovable object body armor situation, which is not how that works. They should just cast Henry Cavill and everything, preferably shirtless. Well, Mags, you're going to get a Highlander, and you're going to get a Warhammer series. That's coming. It's got a showrunner now, so very excited. Val Kilmer's best line, "I'll be your Huckleberry." We started a game we never finished in Vino Veritas. Dun, 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 dun. Gunn is silly. I knew he was the worst choice when they signed him. I didn't. I thought, hey, give this dude a chance. Can he make it darker? It was already pretty dark. The DC had been turned into a gritty, dark, dystopian, disgusting mess. I was hoping he'd lift it out. Even with brighter colors and things that were more well lit in the first Superman film, it didn't. It was deeply despondent and depressing. That's a lot of D's. That's alliteration. So there you go. The Bat Pat. That's right. Cavill should be Captain Britain. That'd be, well, wow. Huh. That'd be interesting. Alex Clark says, I was just fooling about. Another great line from Tombstone. Man, I wasn't. I'm not. Whatever it is that he replied with. That line is so... That whole segment there underneath the shade of... gosh, what is that desert tree? Anyway, it was ridiculous. Say when. He was really good as Jim Morrison. I agree. I really did enjoy the Doors movie. Manzarek said it was a good portrayal. And that's the most important thing to me. I like Manzarek. I think he's genius. Another great line from Tombstone. Well, I got 2 guns. One for each of you. Guess that leaves you without a meal ticket. So many great lines. Tombstone, just ridiculous. Just ridiculous. Yeah, your current government would flip their lids if they had a Captain Britain film. Indeed, Max. All right. Speaking of current governments, the current government in the state of New York, especially in the city of New York City, has a problem. Not only did it dox a bunch of celebrities and their properties and what the values are and kind of strip away their whole reason for being democratic socialists in the first place, it also created a bad situation. You see, Mom Donnie's pied à terre tax, which of course they had to French name it so that, people would think it was sophisticated, was designed to hit the wealthy, but it's sending most New Yorkers to their estate lawyers. Of course, this is from Fortune magazine. It's an interesting piece. You can take a look at it yourself. The pied à terre list might have you thinking that trusts and LLCs lately. That's exactly what's happening. Catherine Giano wrote this. New York City's pied à terre tax was designed to extract money from second homeowners wealthy enough to live in New York, in the city full time. A side effect that no one planned for is pushing the middle class and working homeowners, people who already live in their houses, into estate planning conversations they've never had before. Right, to protect what they own and to isolate it from exposure like this. They're paying huge hourly rates for that. It's costing them a lot of money, and it's only, again, the communism, socialism, any kind of Marxism, any of these isms that are not capitalism are negative. They only extract money from the people that they're not designed to extract money from, and that's not good design. It's poor. So the rush of publicity accompanying the mayor's office highlighting a list of over 680,000 New York properties. Congratulations, Cuomo's, you've been exposed. So yeah, it's bad. It's theoretically all those addresses will be subject to new taxes, inadvertently advertising how the public most property data is, so you can go out and find it for yourself. And it's advertised the benefits of seeking some totally legal privacy and risk inadvertent doxing, courtesy of Gracie Mansion. Yeah. The wealthy and the ultra-high net worth have been in this game for a long time, says Miles Fisher. And, the rest are sort of catching up now. It isn't cheap. Many middle-class and blue-collar homeowners are being forced into a situation where they have to sit down with lawyers, which is dumb. It's not that you have to be a rich person to have something worth protecting. We see it from across the board. And of course, I mean, if you were a family that worked hard, scratched every penny together, worked in a trade, did disgusting things like sewer clean out and or plumbing, or, you did something that is required, even a hardworking garbage collector. I'm just going to tell you right now, New York has a lot of people they desperately need, and forcing them out of the city by forcing them to pay tax on something they legitimately worked their entire life for, that's devilishly evil. And of course, Mom Donnie is devilishly evil. So when the DOF released its supplemental pied à terre assessment file, and I don't care that I'm pronouncing that word wrong, the coverage focused on the penthouses and LLCs holding them, but the unfiltered file swept in far more than luxury properties. It included modest homes in Bayside, single-family houses in Staten Island, and properties whose owners may have had no idea their name, address, and the assessed value were sitting in publicly reachable, searchable data set. Still many of them, though, probably because they're uninformed. So, yeah, you've lost everything courtesy of this guy that you may have voted for because it didn't sound as scummy as it actually was. So, again, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I'll be looking for that in the comments section below. Let's see, what do we got? This is exactly like what Labor did to farmers, indeed, in the UK. It's awful. You are stripping away the means of production. That's commie, socialist. That is the worst possible use. Look at what happened in Africa. They either eliminated, kicked out, or genocided the white farmers, and now all that farmland has gone fallow. They did it based purely on race. Now you're doing it purely on, means of production idea, having the government handle everything like grocery stores. Yeah, it's going to be a problem. Chris Dickerson says, socialism is bad. Okay. It is. It's terrible. But yeah, it's very bad. So, hey, let that trash take over New York. It caused floods. This is how dumb this guy is. I do not like him. I do not like Greetings in him. I do not like him. Sam I am. The first Dragon Queen. I do like her very much for $2 in Culture Casino Cash saying, parts showed up. I'll be doing stuff. Hugs for all. I'll be looking for it when it releases. So there's that. Mark's in the chat too. I saw Mark L out there. Look at all these great people popping in. Knowles has no sympathy for New York City because you don't get invested in getting serious candidates and voting. Hopefully it stays in the city and doesn't move north. It already has. You have Hochul as the governor. She's awful. They're trying to expand the tax base into the poor people, the middle class, the lower middle class. They want to destroy the state. They're doing an effective job of it right now. Anyway, it is what it is. And finally, I have to talk about one of the biggest criminals probably on the planet, in my opinion. Somebody who changed the very dynamics of America and may have been responsible for the excessive deaths of elderly. Of course, I'm talking about Dr. Fauci. Ted Cruz actually demands that Fauci face jail time, labels him America's most damaging bureaucrat. Now, this is coming from Fox News. I am not saying this. They are saying this, or at least Hannah Brennan over at Fox News is saying it. The Texas senator is accused Fauci of perjury and contempt after he refused to answer questions at a Senate hearing. Now, the legal question in play is whether or not this guy got a pardon. If it's a legal pardon. If he and somebody else involved in it thinks it's a legal pardon, he can't take the fifth. I know it's a weird concept, but if they know it's not a legitimate pardon, he has to take the fifth. And until somebody does something like Putin suggests and actually arrests this guy, that's Putin's cat, by the way. I don't know. I mean, I can't take it as seriously as I should. I take it as seriously as I can, which is I think this man should be held in contempt for not answering the questions. And the reason he didn't answer any questions is because if he had, and he answered them wrong compared to the diaries that are now available to us somehow, his diaries, if he lied at any point in time, or now, in these hearings, he was toast. So there was a lot of madness in the period of time that we suffered, and this was the man that did it. But 111 times of taking the fifth and having your attorney cause a scene at a hearing. Yeah. Cruz was not exactly thrilled. You can see him here in his statement. But Cruz made the comments after the Senate Homeland Security Governmental Affairs Committee Chairman Rand Paul announced he will seek contempt charges against Fauci after Fauci dodged self-incrimination by refusing to answer questions throughout the entirety of the hearing. Dr. Fauci ought to think about what it says about the end of his career, and that what he will be remembered for the most is pleading the fifth more than 100 times. 111 times. So there's that. Look, think what you want about this particular man. I don't think very highly of him, but that's my opinion. You can think of him however you want. I'll just say, yikes. Yikes. In 1,000 years, nobody will remember any of this. And we'll either have a country or not. going to be a good question. So, I don't know. Fauci definitely did some things that I think were highly questionable. And the moron over at TMZ came out publicly to say he feels bad for Dr. Fauci. You don't feel bad for, the people who aren't around anymore? When this guy lied, knew he was lying about everything, including origin. I think it's frustrating. I don't know if anybody else agrees with that, but I think it's frustrating. Regardless, talked about the very first story of the day, which was Jared Leto and Hollywood's Dark Secret and the documentary that the BBC has out there. Some people are going to watch it, according to the comments. You can check it out. But you can check out my video today. There's 27 comments on it so far about Jared Leto. Sony's employee gag order. Not a lot of people saw that one. I think gaming may not be something that the algorithm appreciates from me, and that's okay. They don't have to. I'm just trying to make sure I cover all of the news that is entertainment, which is, my job. At least that's what I think my job is. We had a great show last night, WDW Pro, and then we followed it up with T3PO with myself and Lou Wasserman's Ghost, which I think was great. We talked about everything, including the very need to move forward on the Warner Brothers Discovery Paramount Skydance deal. I think it has to happen. But on that note, we are going to have to get out of here. So keep that in mind. And you guys are headed for on the tube side of the equation. You're headed for WDW Pro. On the green machine, I think you are self-redirecting. And on that note, I will say I appreciate each and every one of you. We will have the traditional outro tomorrow. But for now, how about a dancing bear? Be sure to take care of yourself. Take care of others. Until next time. See ya!